Okay, let's test the audio here, and then we can get the stream going again. Okay, let's test the audio here, and that sounds fine. So let me paste the link in a couple of places and then start. So doing again, going back to the normal schedule. I'll try to do the stream every Thursday. Now that my summer holiday is ending, tomorrow's the last official day. But of course I'll get back to the work schedule after Sunday. So Monday will be first day back officially. But let's go through the normal things, as I don't see requests yet on Discord. So let's start with the indices. We had a decent move now. Let's get rid of some of these. So we had a decent move to the downside. On some, we did hit the 0.618 already, like we did here on Dow Jones, and we got a decent looking rally. Now this invalidates the idea that we have anything on well. It doesn't look like it is going to be continuing down unless this is, I don't know. Of course, it could be that we have some kind of corrective structure here before a continuation down with this move. But again, it looks like a strong reaction here. But we'll see, of course, how this is going to be affecting soon. Not really much going on here on Dow. Nothing else than what we were looking for last time we had the stream. Similar on S&P 500. We had this coming to one-to-one extension. So this was quite a bit weaker, but again, nothing out of the ordinary. This is very much still as an ABC correction here, and we did get a reaction, and again, it looks very impulsive. Now we did hit a monthly level from July. Didn't react when coming down, did react especially when going up against it, but we'll see how that is going to go. Similar with the daily here, where we pushed through, back tested it, and we are getting some support now. We'll see if that is going to be holding. Not sure. Of course, we're going to be just looking at that at some point again. At the moment, this has a chance of being a fire wave. If I had to label this, I would label this more like a corrective structure, however, because again, it gives us some kind of corrective vibes. 0.6 on net extension here as well for that three-way potential. On Dow, we had a bit more of a weird looking structure. I'm not quite sure what this is and how I would be labeling this. Nasdaq is very similar to ES as well, with the corrective, the length of the move to the upside. However, here, unlike ES, this definitely has the vibe of going 5-wave down, which is super scary. Now, it doesn't have to mean anything. We could have this as a structure like this, which would end a structure here. At that point, again, this potential third wave would have been already the fifth, and we would have to have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then something like this as a wave 4 of a larger degree. So instead, this becoming a 4, we would probably just label these as a wave 4 somehow. Not really the best looking because they are not correlating with each other. But again, here locally, this does offer a potential for the move up. Even if this turns out to be the start of something, it most likely is going to be correcting somewhat of this whole move. If we are just looking at some volume profile here, no, not really a surprise we're going to be having some kind of point of control on one of these range somewhere here. So at this point, 19961. That's close to the 0.5 retracement as well. I feel like on these indices, the 0.5 is very similar to 618 or even 786 on crypto. So the retracements are far less, I feel like. Other one that is looking like a decent area is this 38.2. We have a volume area low with the 38.2 and a previous low here. So those two areas are potential reversal areas. So we could be just looking for something like these areas for a potential continuation to the downside, even trade setups. Russell is doing its own thing. I'm not quite sure where we are now at. This did look like 5-wave structure downwards, 3-wave up, and potential 5 down, but again this high here did overtake it, so overtake both of these, so I'm not quite sure. I feel like we have to use this as a 3-wave if we still want to be bearish for a continuation to the downside. At the moment you could be still looking for this trade, or if you were to look at the trade, you would do something like this, but risk to ratio is not that good anymore, so we'll see. Visa, I'll take a look at that at the end of the stream. But yeah, that's the indices. Nothing really much going on. Tesla, similar to the other ones, other indices, we have a potential thing going on right now. I don't think that, well, it doesn't really matter that if this is a triangle here, but yeah, I think something like this as a 3-way structure. We can see that RSI reset itself here for that 3-wave, having this hit to the 1.236, extension to the upside. If we are retracing any here, I'm going to look for a long here against this low here. So anything like this here, I kind of like this setup. Even at the current price, it's still decent. Risk to ratios are really good, actually. It's beyond 3, but yeah, I want some kind of retracement first generally when I'm looking for any trade. This does really resemble like it is bullish. It came through a previous order block area, through it, and let's see if it finds some support. I'm going to be adding an alert here. Let's see actually if I can find this. Oh, never mind. The on BingX, I think they delisted all, I think. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, they did. Okay. But yeah, somewhere like this, pretty decent area to look for long setups in my opinion. There's not really much support going on elsewhere. Let's see if there's any. There is actually a daily open for today, with a bit lower. If that comes into play at all, might be a bit more conservative. I'll probably take one play here where we are now at, and then one a bit later. Let's see, where do we have it? 210 to okay, so probably like 2097. But yeah, if we come down a bit lower, I'll take a look at it again. Meta had again a similar coming down, but I don't like the structure coming down. Not interested. Baba, nope. Netflix, nope. Boeing, such a choppy here. It's up, like, I don't know what this is. It's been doing this so long though. These areas here would have been really decent risk reward ratios, but again, this is scary here. Let's get rid of this. Coinbase, Apple, similar to Tesla, but the retracement here is only to the or extension is only to the 0.618, so not that good as well. Arc actually is looking decent here now that it did create this pump. This again looks like a three-way structure here to the 1.236. Let's see, maybe into, if we come back into these areas here, you might be actually looking for a longer setup here. So ARC is definitely on the list, I think. So where is this? This is like 44.25. Yeah, I'll set an alert here as well, a bit lower. I'm going to not going to be setting a limit. Nice bounce, I don't know though, this looks kind of sketchy. And phase never dropped. Microsoft did come down. This comes down in, or goes up in 3, looks like. Could be just correcting down. Nvidia is just right there. Never got the entry here because I never got the reaction I wanted. But now there is a reaction. We did take our liquidity down here as well. Let's see if there is anything here. I mean, I'll set an alert here somewhere 110-ish. See what it's like once if it comes back down. Panic. Unfortunately, never took this trade either. There is again resistance above. I think we talked about how this could be affecting, like at the moment there is a monthly view up, there is a monthly open and a range POC here. This looks scary though. 5 down. It definitely can be a structure like this. This is very impulsive here, but we'll see. I'll set an alert here as well on SMH. Google, 3-wave looks like it as well. This is dumping like the other ones are not that much, right? I mean, this could be just like a really good buy here locally, like against the low. If you, I kind of like that because the risk to reward ratio is so good. It's just yeah, the gap down previously definitely did not really fit too well, but I don't know. AMD very similar. Let's see the higher time frame. Oof, nope. This definitely does not look too strong. I think we would need to come way lower for me to be interested in this. We're now only at the 618. Of course, it could be pivoting here. We have quite a few interesting areas here. I think I like the liquidity that is sitting down below here, and of course down below here. So these 2 areas here. Yeah. Let's see the even higher time frame. Okay, so one option is that since we did get to the 1.236, this would be a 1 2 instead of this being an ABC. 1 2, looking for 3 4 and 5, something like that. Potentially even targeting this low here, if it is indeed an ABC. If it's not, then, or even if you could pivot before it, just be running flat, which is a bit more rare, but it still happens. Got quite a few alerts here on AMD. Bitcoin. Still looking for, I did take a long on this consolidation, but this is very similar now to the some of the stocks where we are looking for a three-way structure here. We did hit the 1.236, similar to the ones I liked, which was Google and Tesla. So a three-way structure here coming down. Was it Google? Well, Tesla at least, one of them. Three-way structure coming down, and now we did get that impulse up. If you're not in this, I could be looking for a consolidation area here, back test before it could be going up. I like that a bit more. ETH dumped way harder. I'm not quite sure what is the narrative for that, but this does seem like it could be the start of something, unfortunately. And I have many accounts overlapping here, so disregard those. This, however, I don't really see this being a fire wave. Of course, this whole thing could be turning into a diagonal to the downside, with this being a 1 2 of something. ABC 3, but again, this didn't even overtake these lows, at least here on Binance. I could be looking at BingX. Let's take a look at that actually. ETH, not daily, 4 hour, right? Yeah, it didn't overtake, I don't think. So I think there is still liquidity below these lows. So it can't be a 1 2 3 4 and 5. It can only be, if it is very bearish, it's just a 1 2, and then this would be a ABC, 3 wave up, ABC, and creates a diagonal here, and that could be that C wave that we've been talking about, something like this. Since this was more likely to be an ABC down, ABC up, and then 1 2 3 4 5, and that way we could take out liquidity, make everyone bullish here on the rise, and take the liquidity again before creating a potential move up. Right, that's a pretty high, or pretty bold guesswork, I guess, at this point, but we'll see. Again, we don't need for that to happen. Just going to be waiting for it until something else happens. But yeah, AVAX definitely turned out to be a 3-wave up, which is very concerning overall on the crypto scene. Some don't really look like 3s. There's quite a few that actually had completed like a 5-wave structure, or have created this kind of more of an flat structure to the downside, or close-ish to finish. BNB looks like a 5-wave. Could even be making this as a wave 4, creating a 1 2 3 4 and 5, or something similar to Bitcoin, what it's doing now. Phantom, no, Ada, like sheep, very three-wavy up. Could be just continuing climbing correctively again to create a higher degree structure or a larger structure, but some of these are like concerning how much they have dumped already. Although Bitcoin never did dump that much. XRP definitely has a 5-way structure here. The question is what is part of? It's been so choppy from May 2022, like this same range. Really hard to trade. Like if this is an ABC, or maybe this is a 3-way structure like so, and this starts again, another structure, I don't know. Too many options. I probably won't be looking into XRP too much unless I want to be playing very local. There's probably some decent plays on Forex as well. Yeah, like what we had here, like dump, going back up. That was a really nice trade. Okay, we have some kind of reaction here. This is again on daily, so it's going to be taking a long time to play out, if it ever will. 3-wave up. Oh, these are already the next structures or something else. 12-3. Again, this is exactly what we are, or I am looking for still. Bitcoin had this 3-wave. I'm still expecting one more higher, and then dump before that dump, because I want to unload some here and load more back in here. However, if we are not coming down now, I guess we have to accept that this is a diagonal here. Of course, that is possible, since some of the altcoins already showed that they looked very much like a 3-wave up. However, the total is looking like 5-wave up. This looks like 3-way down, and now we are having some kind of impulsive structure from lows. I do like this very much, so I'm still expecting a bit higher price overall, or higher to the altcoin market. So let's take a look at that Visa. That was requested. Visa Inc. Okay, this would need a proper, well, just based on what we can see, highs on 2017, divergence is going. We did get a consolidation. Again, this is a macro picture. I'm not quite sure what you wanted. Macro picture. So that this is giving out, of course, vibes of a top. We did have that consolidation here into the lows of 2022, and then we had another bounce up, which could reflect some kind of wave 4, this area here. This definitely looks like potential wave 1. I'm not quite sure whether these are related. Low from here could also be a wave 4 of something. Could be a 1-2, and we still got loads of ways to go, but that is just a macro. Oh, it is very overlapping. I feel like we have to do something like that. And in here, I think we have to do like an ABC here. Probably the 618 or something. Yeah, just beyond 618. This is some kind of ABC or WXY. It's a mess. Really big mess. Something like this. Bitcoin is doing something. Okay, now it's coming back down, Bitcoin. So if I'm interested in buying, I would be looking here. What's it looking? Visa. This again looks like a diagonal if I have to do something. This being a... This is such a big low here. If we want to be really bullish, since we have not taken out this low, 1, 2, 1, 2 on RSI. And this could be 1, 2, unless we take out this low. This is the low that needs to hold. If this low does not hold, this turns into a 3 wave. And this is a 3 wave as well. So this most likely is part of a previous structure. See that retracement, and it does fit into the expanded B pocket as well, which means that it has the chance of being an A, B, and C, which would in turn be still part of the cycle of 2020. So at this point, we would still be doing something like this. This doesn't have to take out the low of A, but that is more common to take it out. So again, I would be really careful on this, at least based on the macro that I have. Hopefully that makes any sense. But I don't think I have any other assets to look for at the moment. I'm going to be looking for that Bitcoin and how it's going to be reacting of this decent support area here. It did create a small, very small bounce. We'll see that if that is enough or not. But I think that is pretty much everything I got for today. Kind of short live stream, but it's better than nothing. If you're interested in learning more Elliott Wave, if you haven't learned at anything about it, you can take a look at my Patreon, a course there for basics, and an advanced course in Udemy for those of you who have studied it before. You can find that with Elliott Wave and RSI advanced course, including all this stuff if you're interested in that. But that is everything I got for now. That's all again, and see you back next week. Bye bye.